Hi everyone, welcome to this Pilates practice. My name's Debbie and I'm going to take you through the practice today. If you're new to the practice and you want to know a little bit about me, if you go onto my YouTube channel you'll be able to read my profile from there, find out a little bit about me and what my Pilates sort of focuses on. We're going to be using a boulder today. We're going to start by sitting on a boulder. We're going to be seated today rather than laying down. We're just going to mix it up a little bit. So if you've got a boulder, that's great. If you haven't, blanket, roll it up, or even a nice big comfy cushion. So let's get ourselves started. Let's get our cushions over. And also, actually, if you've got any hand weights, look at me, I should have been prepared and I'm not. So yeah, hand weights, because we're going to do some kickbacks today. We're going to work our arms a little bit. So you don't need weights. It can be done with just a nice clenched fist, making sure that when you're doing our kickbacks, you're clenching your fists and you're working the arms rather than just limp throwing back. So yeah, so if you've got some weights, if you wanted to use weights and you haven't, water bottles, fill them up with water, obviously not empty ones. And let's get ourselves nicely seated on our boulders, our blankets, whatever we might have, our cushions. And this one's a little bit hard, so just gonna, oh sorry about my dogs if you can hear them. So we're gonna sit, you can sit cross-legged, so we can sit nicely cross-legged. You can sit with your feet out in front of you, whatever's good for you. I wouldn't advise crossing the legs though. If you've got the legs out in front, keep them long. But yeah, so let's get ourselves into our comfy position, wherever's comfortable and wherever's good for you. Rolling your shoulders up, rolling them back down. Rolling up, rolling the shoulders back down. So you're rolling them up, you're pushing them back and you're rolling the shoulder blades back down your back. Rolling them around, opening your back, opening the shoulders, working the tops of the arms. And then let's just roll them forward. Keeping the belly pulled in. If you're new to the practice, we breathe in through the nose, we breathe out through the mouth. Every breath we take, we pull in our core. So as we breathe in, we pull in our core. As we breathe out through the mouth, we hold the core tighter. So we should have a nice tight core, supporting our spine here. Now we've worked our arms. Let them just drop down, take the hands onto the knees. If you've got your legs long, maybe just put them onto the tops of your thighs. Wherever's comfortable for you. And let's close our eyes down. Okay, so we're going to focus internally. We don't want to be distracted by anything that's going on around the room, including the dogs barking. We don't want to be distracted by them. Dogs! I'm just going to close the door. It will shut some noise out. Sorry guys, that disturbed you. Now get yourself comfortable. Nicely seated. Hands onto the tops of your knees or to the front of the thighs if you've got legs long. Closing the eyes down, focusing internally now. We don't want distractions. So if you can close the eye down, or even if you keep them downcast, if you're not happy closing them fully, just downcast the cast so that you're looking at the floor in front of you. Start to take out breath. So breathing in through the nose, filling in the air into the belly, breathing out through the mouth as we suck the air back in. So just gentle breaths. We're not doing it harsh, but you'll find breathing in through the nose, filling the belly, breathing out through the mouth as we suck the belly back in. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose as the belly rises. Breathing out through the mouth as you attract the belly back in. And then relax down there. Just let the belly go. Just let your natural breath be there. Got some nice soft music to just listen down, soften down to. Let the feet relax. let the lower legs and the upper legs relax. Let your legs be heavy. Let your glutes be heavy into the boulder, into the cushion that you're on. Just let it be heavy, let it weight down and relax. Relax your pelvis, relax your belly. Relaxing your chest. Relax the shoulders down. Relax your hands, your lower arms and your upper arms. Both arms rested. Release your neck, let it be soft. And finally your head. Let all your facial muscles relax down. Let your jaw be released, let your cheekbones rest. Your eyes, let the eyelids soften and let the forehead just soften down. Feel the music as you soften into it. You might start to feel your body pulsating with your heart. You might feel a little rocking sensation in the body. That's you relaxing down. Now just do a little scan of where you're seated. See how your body's feeling. Any areas that you feel need attention today throughout the practice. Be mindful of them and focus on them. Soften down a little more. And a little deeper into the relaxation. We're going to start to bring some movement to our bodies now. Keeping the eyes closed down, lifting your hands up, circling your wrists. And now if you pull your core in as well, just to keep yourself supported, spinning the wrist one way, reverse that twist. And then clasping the hands together, pushing away, clasping the hands as you push the arms away, and then gripping the fingers together, pull, as if you're trying to pull your fingers apart. You've got your core pulled in tight, and you'll feel an opening across your shoulders. Keep pulling apart, keep breathing, keep pulling in the core. And if you want a little deeper stretch there, you can just nod your head downwards, and you'll feel a deeper stretch around the shoulder area. If you've got your head down, just gently lift it back up. Then turn the palms so they are facing outwards and lift the arms up to the ceiling and stretch away, pulling in your core, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth, stretching the arms up, holding your core tight, stretching away guys, really stretching away. Keep breathing, stretching the arms and then releasing the arms down. Taking your right arm down to the side, just lifting the left arm up, going over for a tiny side stretch, not going too deep here. Feel the stretch down the left hand side. Push the fingers away of the left arm. You want the arm in line with the head, we don't want it forward. And then sit yourself back up, taking the left arm down, taking your right arm over and stretch your right fingers away. Stretching fully. And then bringing yourself back to centre. You might want to blink your eyes open a little, it's up to you. You can keep them closed down if you want. Now taking your hands behind you, dropping down here onto your palms, pushing your chest up into the air, and maybe looking up to the sky if your neck's okay with that. Just opening out the chest now. Hands flat on the floor. If that's too much, you can do it on your fingertips. And then coming forward, just bringing yourself down onto your forearms in front of you. If you've got your legs long, then just open your legs and bring your arms down from there. So wherever you are, bringing our legs open, or we've got them crossed, just coming down onto our forearms there. Got an opening here in the hips. If you're sitting up with the legs, you know, are wide and the arms down, you'll feel the hips as well. And then pushing yourself all the way back up. Amazing. Right, let's move our boulders out of the way, our cushions, our blankets, whatever we may have. I'm actually just going to see if I've got an elastic here, guys. I do not know what's got into my dogs today down there. Oh, they're all having a bark up. I'm sorry if you can hear them. The house is locked though, so no one's broken in. Okay, so we're coming round now onto all fours. Okay, so we've got our all fours here. We're just going to release our hips out in what is known as the figure of eight. So you're sort of circling around in a figure of eight here. So we're going one way. So it's as if you're drawing the number 8 with your butt. So we're wriggling that around and making our nice figure of 8. Don't worry if you don't feel like you're drawing a figure of 8. You could be doing anything, as long as you're moving those hips. And now reverse it so that we're going the other way. So your figure of 8 is now going in the opposite direction. Or you're just wiggling your hips around, loosening them up. Nice. Nice, guys. Okay, right, coming back onto all fours here. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take our knees so that they're hip width apart. We don't want them wide. We want them so that they are in line with our hips. We want our knees underneath our hips as well. And then we're going to come down onto our forearms, okay? Now this is like the first part of it. So then we're going to come up into a forearm plank, okay? So we're nice forearm plank. And we're going to turn it onto our side, do a little side spin from the forearm plank, and then we're going to thread the needle. So let's see how we go with that. So taking our right leg back, pushing our toes down into the mat, taking our left leg back, holding our plank. So we haven't got our bums in the air, we're not sinking down here, we're in a nice line. If you push up into your arms, so you're pushing into your forearms, lifting the shoulders, and push towards your toes with your arms, you will get a nice long line. Holding it there for 8, pulling in the core, 7, 6, 5, don't hold your breath, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then slightly spin yourself round onto your left arm. So your left arm is round now, and your right arm is going into the air. And we're onto a side plank here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to twist and thread the needle from there for 8, 7, keeping the core pulled in, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one, going under, coming back to your full plank, your forearm plank, pushing into the arms, pushing back into the feet, holding it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At any point you can put the knees down. If it's too much for you, you can hold it from there. Okay, so I'm just going to turn the other way round. You stay where you are, guys, but just so that you can see me, we're going to now turn with our right arm, and we're taking our left arm up into the air, and we're doing 8, thread the needles from here. So we're going for 8, hold that core in, 7, in through the nose, out through the mouth, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming round onto all fours again, onto your forearms I should say, not onto all fours, onto your forearm, pushing up into the arm, pushing back into the feet, holding that core for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And take child's pose. I'm just going to go and sort my dogs out. Get into your baskets right now. Get in them baskets. Get in there. Bag. Be quiet. Be quiet. That told them, didn't it? Rather a gruff me there. Sorry if you heard that shout. They are being very naughty. So you're in child's pose. You're either in wide leg child's pose with our knees mat width apart, toes locked in and coming down, or you've got your knees together and you're coming over into your child's pose there. Wherever's good for you, resting the forehead down, I should say. Arms wherever's comfortable for you. I like to take them onto my lower spine just because it gives a little bit of weight to push down to open my hips a little. But entirely up to you. You can take them down by the side. You can leave them up by the head. Your choice, your preference. And then bring yourselves round, and we're going to come up onto all fours. So this is where we're going to take our weights, if you've got weights. So take one either side. If you've only got one weight, you can swap them over. We're not going to be doing both weights together. So we've got our nice hips underneath our knees, underneath our hips, and our wrists underneath our shoulders. Okay, so taking the left hand so that it's pretty much sort of in line with the head, but not quite, so you're moving it over a little bit. You're taking hold with your right hand, you're taking hold of your weight. Breathing, pulling in that core, lifting up the weight, and as you breathe out, you kick back. And then you bring it down, you bring it up, you kick back. Down, up, kick back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, now holding it up there for 8, 7, 6, keep the core pulled in, 5, don't hold your breath, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that weight down, bringing your hands back down, just pushing yourself back, just taking your arms out. Quick child's pose, quick stretch. Stretch the arms, and then bring yourself back up. Taking the right arm so it's a little bit towards the centre of your head. Taking hold of the weight in your left hand. Let's do our breathing in, lifting the weight, and as you breathe out, you kick back. So breathing in, breathing out, kick back. 6, 5, 4, keeping the core pulled in, 3, 2, and the last one, holding it up there for kickbacks here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Taking the hand weight down, taking your quick stretch here. Stretch the arms, pull away with the fingertips, stretch those arms. Coming back up. Okay, let's take the weight into our right hand again, and we're going to do another 8, 16 kickbacks. Okay, so we've got 8, 7, 6, work that arm, 5, pulling in that core, 4, 3, don't hold your breath, 2, and 1. Coming down, coming up, holding it here for 8 kickbacks. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Putting that hand weight down, coming down, stretching away. Stretch away. Coming back up. Let's take that onto the other side. Got our left hand, right hand moves forward a little bit. Bringing up, breathing in, breathing out. 8, 7, 6, hold the core. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. And then coming up for our kickbacks here. So we've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the hand weight down, coming back, stretching away, pulling our fingers, sitting our butts onto our heels, pulling away with the fingers, stretching the arms, and then pushing yourself back. We're going to come up, we're going to do some Pilates classic roll up, roll downs. That's always good. So bringing yourself up, bringing yourself all the way up to standing very slowly, one vertebra at a time, pulling in your glutes tight, squeezing the core as you're coming up all the way to standing, shoulders, neck, and then your head. Okay, amazing. So breathing in, pulling in that core. And as you breathe out, you tilt your chin to your chest. Hold that core tight every breath. Don't forget the core comes in. You drop the head down until the shoulders join in. The arms go to the front of your legs and you continue to roll down. It will be your upper, mid and your lower spine coming down. You go to your point of comfort. You go as slow as you can. You keep your core pulled in. You squeeze your glutes. And you roll down to your point of comfort, wherever that may be. If it's up here, that's fine. The more you do these things, the lower you come down. So hanging here, we're just going to hold it here for a few moments. Still trying to keep that core pulled tight. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. Big breath in through the nose. And as you breathe out through the mouth, you start to lift up. Your hands go to the front of the legs, you squeeze your glutes, you squeeze your core. You'll take your lower, your mid and your upper spine. They will come up. Once the upper spine is up, the shoulders will go back and down. So the shoulders are back and down. The neck lifts and finally your head. That is your classic Pilates roll up, roll down, which is actually absolutely fabulous. Joseph Pilates, fabulous move. Shoulders back and down, breathing in, pulling in the core. And as we breathe out, we drop our chin to chest. We hold the core tight. The head starts to come down and the shoulders join in. They come forward, the hands come forward to your legs. Don't forget, it will be your upper, your mid and your lower spine. You go to where's comfortable for you. Dropping down very slowly, one vertebra at a time, pulling in the core as you do so, squeezing the glutes tight. Getting to your point of comfort and hanging there. You might want to shake your head no. You might want to nod your head yes. You're breathing in, pulling in that core, and as you breathe out, you start to come back up, one vertebra at a time, hands to the front of the legs. Don't forget, squeeze those glutes, squeeze that core. Every breath you take, in through the nose, out through the mouth. The lower, the mid, and the upper spine lift. Your shoulders go back and down, your neck lifts, and finally your head. Okay, hope you enjoyed that, because I did. I love that move. Okay, so now we're going to come round, we're going to take our feet. We're going to take our feet wide, and we're going to drop down into a flat back position. Okay, so flat back, I'll come sideways just so you can see, and then I shall go back because I haven't got my mat that way. So we're coming down and our back will be flat. We're not here, we're not dropping down. We've got a nice long line with our back. Our neck is in line with our spine. We've got a nice long spine in a flat back position. Okay, so we've got our nice flat back position there. Holding it there, just resting there for a moment. Shoulders back and down, keeping your core pulled in. And you can start to lower yourself down if that's good for you, keeping your hands on the legs for the moment. Coming down to your feet if you can. Don't worry if you're still up here, that's not a problem. You go to where's good for you. Coming all the way down. And then if you want to take your hands so they are in reverse, you can bring your head down a little bit more. You might want to take your legs a touch wider. Tidy up to you, bringing your hands down. You might want to take behind the ankles to bring yourself down. You might want to come down onto your forearms. Whatever is good for you, whatever's comfortable for you, we're opening out our hips. Bring yourself back again, turning your right foot out, walking your body over to your right foot and just coming down over your right leg. Again, if you're here, not to worry if you want to put your hands on your legs and just come to there. Whatever works for you, whatever's good for your body, you do just that, okay? But don't just hang and drop and bend the knee. We want to keep it nice and straight, and we want to bring our chest towards our knee as we come down. You're going to feel it down the back of your legs. And then pushing yourself up and coming round, bringing the right foot round, taking the left foot open, bringing yourself round over your left foot, and then breathing in, and as you breathe out, holding that core tight, you drop over your left leg, feeling the opening down the left leg there. Just gentle, as I said, don't worry if you're up here, don't worry where you are. Your body is going to do what it wishes to do today. Bringing yourself back to centre, heel toeing your feet together. So that you're just hanging like a rag doll now. You're just hanging. You might want to take hold of opposite elbows. You might want to give yourself a little swing round from side to side. You might just want to stay still. Whatever's good for you. Then taking your hands to your hips. Bending your knees quite a lot now, breathing in, pulling in your core. And as you breathe out, as we did just now, you start to come up one vertebrae, lower, mid, upper spine, shoulders back and down, neck and head. Okay, let's do some lunges. Not my favourite, but nevertheless, they have to be done. So we're standing to the back of our mat, breathing in, pulling in that core tight. And then we're just going to come forward with our right leg. So we've got a nice right angle with the right leg. Our chest and our body is facing towards that right bent leg. Okay, then come up onto the toe of the left leg. And we're just going to do some down and ups. Just dropping down at 7, 6, keeping the core pulled in, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Holding it there, stepping forward with the left leg to meet the right. Step the right leg back, get comfortable, nice right angle with your left leg, coming up onto the toe of your right leg. Let's do our 8 here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one down, coming forward. Okay, give the legs a little shake. We're going to do that one more time. Oh, my dogs, they're driving me crazy tonight. Don't know what has got into them. So let's take our left leg back. Get our nice right angle with our right leg coming up onto the heel of our left leg, and let's just come down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now holding it up here, push forward onto the toes, keeping the right leg where it is, and see if you can push yourself up into a standing position on your leg. This is a warrior 3. You can take your arms back if that's better for you. Holding it there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bringing the leg down to meet your right. Taking our right leg back, coming up on the toe, getting a nice right angle with the left leg. Let's do our drops here. So we've got 8, 7, 6. Keeping the core pulled in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and holding it up there. Just hopper forward, comfortable, onto the left leg, lifting the right leg when you're ready, into that warrior 3, pulling your core tight, taking the arms back if you wish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come on, woo. Bringing the leg back down. There we go. Doing my balance today. It's not too bad. Okay, how was that for you guys? Looking good, I have to say. Okay. Right. We're going to bring ourselves down to the mat, and we're going to do a little few sit-ups, work our core. So if you've got weights, take them to the sides of your mats. Take yourself to the top of the mat, breathing in, pulling in our core, dropping our shoulders back and down. Breathing in, as you breathe out, drop the chin to chest, hold that core tight. Bringing the chin down, and the shoulders come forward, the hands go to the front of the legs. You are coming all the way down now, so if you can only get this far, start to bend your knees. Bringing the vertebrae down one at a time, the upper, the mid and the lower. Then taking your hands to the mat when you can, walking forward, coming down, and bring yourself round to a seated position. So we're going to come down onto our backs. We're going to do it just one vertebra at a time. We're going to C-curve down. So C-curving is we curve our spine down. We don't just drop back, okay? Because a lot of people just tend to go back here, and that's not like working the spine nicely. So we're going to C-curve down. If you want to come down from your side, then do so. Just come down from your side, wherever you're happy. But left-hand side if you have low blood pressure, because that's advisable. Just going to, here's a mess today. Okay, so we're taking our hands out, feet are nicely firm on the mat, arms out in front of you, breathing in, pulling in that core. And as we breathe out, we C-curve down, holding the core in. If you get to a point where you can't hold yourself with the core, take behind the back of your legs and use the legs and the thighs as support. Bring yourself all the way down to the floor. Let's start with gentle sit-ups. We're going to just step it up so you stick to whatever's good for you today. Taking your hands behind your heads. Moving my legs a little bit. Hands behind the heads, breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, you lift for 8, 7, holding the core tight, in through the nose and out through the mouth. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the last one. Okay, coming down. Now you can stick with that, or you can take your hands out so that your hands are now to the sides, breathing in, pulling in the core. Breathing out, we're going to lift again. Try and touch the knees for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest down there. Okay, the next one, we're going to take our hand weights and we're going to try and lift a little bit higher. You can take your feet slightly further away if that helps. I find that always helps me with my back, but you might prefer your feet to be closer towards you. Okay, so breathing in, taking the hands to the top of the knees, breathing in, pulling in the core, and as you breathe out through the mouth, you lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, just one more guys, pull that core tight, you're sitting up, last one, and coming down. You can stick with that, you can stick with any of the options that we've just done, or you can do the classic sit up, which is with our feet long, taking our hands overhead, breathing in, and as we breathe out through the mouth, we're holding our core tight, and we sit all the way up. And we're going to just do that for 8, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. 7, don't throw yourself up. If you can't come up without throwing, then stay down to a lower option. 6, 5, 4, 3, got 2 more, 2, 1 more, wherever you are, breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth as you sit up, holding that core tightly, and then bringing yourself all the way back down to the floor, moving the hand weights out. We're going to do a few stretches, and then we're going to come into some final relaxation. So we're going to take our right leg over our left. If that's too much, you can take them mat width apart, you can take them hip width apart. So you've got 3 options. You choose your option. Okay, you take your arms out into T shape. If you want to open your chest a little bit more, then you can take them into cactus arms. Breathing in, pulling in the core. And as you breathe out, drop those legs over to the left-hand side. So you've got your right leg crossed over your left. We're dropping over for a little side twist. Keeping the shoulders firmly on the mat. Relax into that, let everything go. Close your eyes down if you wish. Really relaxing into it. Breathing in, pulling in that core, and at the same time, use the core to bring your legs to centre. Uncrossing them if you've got them crossed, keeping the core tight, don't let it go. Taking the left leg over the right now. Breathing in, pull the core tighter. And as you breathe out with a really tight core, drop the legs over to the right hand side. Get to your point of comfort and let go. Relax, rest into that stretch. Amazing. Breathing in, pulling in the core and using the core to bring the legs to centre. Uncrossing them if you've got them crossed. Keep the core pulled tight. Breathe in, pull that core tight. And as you breathe out, lift your legs towards you, holding behind the back of the thighs if you can't bring them up with the core. And then squeeze the legs in towards you. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you wish, you can lift your chin here now and make yourself into a ball. Holding it there, hold the core tight, don't hold your breath, keep breathing. And then release down. Roll yourself over onto your tummies. Okay, so taking your left arm so that it's across the mat. Right arm taking up your right leg, taking hold of your right leg with your right hand and squeeze towards you. Okay, you might be able to lift it off the floor, squeezing it, squeezing that thigh. You can rest your head down, forehead, whatever's good for you. And then release down. Taking the right arm across, resting your forehead onto it, or feather, taking hold of the left leg with the left hand and squeeze it towards you. As I said, it may lift, it may not. Don't worry if it doesn't. Don't forget to keep the core pulled in and then release down. Bringing both legs up, taking behind both legs. Breathing in, holding that core tight. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And then if you want, you can lift both legs up. Back stretch here as well at the same time, lifting the legs, pushing away with the legs into the hands. And then releasing down. Pushing yourself up, taking your legs, knees wide or legs together, whatever's good for you. Sitting tall, breathing in, and as you breathe out, come into child's pose for the last time. Stretch away with the fingertips first, opening out the shoulders, and then rest down, either hands to the side of the head, down by the legs, or on your back. Just resting here for a few moments, slowing your breath. Slow the breath. And then bringing yourself up, as we did at the beginning of the practice. Grab your boulder, your cushion, your pillow, whatever you may have, your blanket, your rolled up blanket, and get yourself comfortable as you did at the beginning of the practice. Ready for final relaxation. Legs long, legs crossed, whatever's good for you. Get yourself comfortable. If you crossed your legs one way at the beginning of the practice, you might want to cross them the opposite direction to now. So we're taking our shoulders back and down, give them a roll, then rolling them forward. And then getting yourself comfortable, taking your hands onto your knees or onto your thighs if you have your legs long. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. And close your eyes down. And let's start to really relax. Relaxing your feet, your shins, your knees and your thighs. Letting the legs be heavy. Let them be restful. Relaxing your lower spine, your glutes and your pelvis area as they sit into the blanket, the boulder, whatever you're sitting on. Let them feel heavy and soft into that boulder. Relax your mid-spine and your core, your upper spine and your chest. Let your whole torso be rested and soft. Relaxing your hands, the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, your wrists, lower arms, your elbows and your upper arms. Let the arms be heavy. Let your shoulders drop. Let them be rested. Rest your neck. Release it. Release your head. Relax all your facial muscles down. Release the tongue maybe from the roof of your mouth, parting the lips. Let your cheekbones be soft. Your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, your forehead. Finally, let everything go from the top of your head. Let your body rest down, getting deeper into the mat, into the ground, into the cushion. Feeling your body soften. Again, you might start to feel that rocking sensation of your body as you start to rest. The pulsing of your heart as it moves the body in a gentle motion. Go with that rock and allow yourself to dip deeper. Breathing in and out through the nose. Just a gentle movement in your belly and the rocking sensation of your heart pulsing. And start to visualise the room that you're in. Listening for any sounds that you can hear nearby, further away. Start to take some movement into your fingertips. Taking a big breath in through the nose and release it through the mouth. Rolling your shoulders gently. Rolling them backwards and then rolling them forwards. Taking your right ear to your right shoulder, just gently dropping it down. Coming back to centre, gently dropping the left ear to the left shoulder. And then roll the head gently downwards, across to the right shoulder. Don't go backwards, just stay there. Roll forward again, over to the left shoulder. We're not going backwards, we're just rolling frontwards. Rolling the chin, rolling the neck, just from one ear to the other, but we're not going in a full circle. It's entirely up to you though. If you wish to do a full circle, you go for it, if that's good for your neck. And coming back to centre, taking your shoulders back and down, taking your arms up above your head, taking your hands together, coming down past your forehead. May you always have good thoughts. coming past your lips. Speak kind words. Coming down to your heart chakra. Be mindful and kind to others. Give yourself a bow. Gently blink your eyes open. And give yourselves a clap. Well done, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one. Oh, I'll see you at the next practice.